Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make super delicious and crunchy macarons. These macarons are actually not that simple to make, but when you watch this video, it will be the most simple tutorial you will ever see. Some people tell you it's really hard, but it's really not that hard. You just need to follow all the instructions and not skip anything. For this recipe, you're going to need a couple of ingredients. You're going to need 2/3 a cup of almond flour, along with 2.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and 1 cup of powdered sugar, and 2 egg whites. And without further ado, let's go. So to start off, you're going to get a bowl along with a sieve, and I'm just going to be adding my 2/3 of a cup of almond flour into the sieve. Next, I'm going to be adding my 1 cup of powdered sugar. If you don't have powdered sugar, you can just throw some normal granulated sugar into the blender and it'll become all powdery. I'm just going to add that into the sieve, and I'm going to sift it all up. And after I sift everything, you might notice there is like 1 tablespoon of almond flour left in there. Do not be tempted to add that into your almond mixture. It will completely ruin your batter. You're just going to throw that extra almond flour away. Next, I'm going to sift my almond flour mixture again. I want to make sure there are no more lumps left in the almond flour mixture. I will have a little bit left again, and I'm just going to combine that with a whisk just until everything is completely combined. No more than that. Going to continue whisking it. It's a lot of work. And I'm just going to put that away, set it aside, and grab your 2 eggs. They should be at room temperature. I'm just going to crack my 2 eggs, and I'm going to separate the yolks from the whites. You can use the egg yolks for something else, like you can use it for making custard for your macarons. Do whatever you want with them, just make sure you don't puncture the eggshell and don't get any egg yolks into your egg white mixture. I'm going to continue separating that. If you have any egg yolks into your egg whites, it will not whip up right, so make sure you are very, very careful on not getting any egg yolks into your egg whites. So I'm going to separate my second one. Okay, I'm adding my yolk into the egg yolk mixture. Set that aside, we're not going to be using that. And grab a larger bowl. I'm going to grease it with lemon juice or vinegar just to make sure there is no more fat or any grease left into that, because I want to make sure my egg whites whip up perfectly. So I'm going to get my electric mixer, and I'm just going to mix it up until everything is frothy. Get your 2.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar ready, because this is the time when you're going to be using it. While the egg whites are not see-through anymore, you're going to gradually add your granulated sugar. You're going to add it just a little by little. If you add it all at once, it will not whip up properly. I know this sounds like a lot of work, but it's really not that hard. Okay, so I'm going to continue adding my granulated sugar while whipping at the same time. Okay, so after I'm done with adding all my granulated sugar, I'm going to continue mixing it up until we reach stiff peaks. You know, there are different variations of stiff peaks. The stiff peaks that we really want is we want it to kind of clump up when we lift it up from the whisk pedal attachment. If you know what I mean, you just lift it up and it falls in clumps, and you will see that pretty soon. As you can see, I'm giving you a close-up view on how the meringue looks like. Now it's at soft peaks. We need to continue mixing that up. We only have a little bit of work left to do. it's at soft peaks, you lift it up, it kind of holds its shape and then it falls back down. Now here is when it's ready. It's at stiff peaks. Next, I'm going to be adding some gel food coloring. Make sure it's gel food coloring because if you use liquid food coloring, it might change the consistency of the meringue and we don't want anything wrong to happen. I'm just going to fold that in. Next, I'm going to be adding my almond flour mixture into the meringue. I'm adding half by half, and I'm just going to do this folding method, and it's called a macaron. This is when most people get the macaron process wrong. You're supposed to go around the bowl and into the center, around the bowl and into the center, just like this. Going to continue mixing that up. We want it to flow like lava. I'm going to add my second half of the almond mixture. Most tutorials tell you that your meringue, your macaron mixture is supposed to look like flowing lava. But how many of us really know what flowing lava looks like? Basically, you're supposed to be able to make a figure 8 with it, or you should be able to make a ribbon with it. Now our macaron batter is ready. I'm going to transfer it into a piping bag with a 8-inch round tip. Make sure it's round so you can get that macaron look. I'm just going to be piping the macaron batter onto it. Make sure to not put your macarons all really close to each other. I'm using a silicone baking mat, especially designed for macarons. I'm going to slam my tray down to release any extra air bubbles, and I'm going to let them sit in room temperature for 30 minutes until you can touch them and they won't stick on your finger. You're going to bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 17 minutes. And that's all you need to make this delicious macaron shell. You can fill it with buttercream, custard, jam, whatever you want. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like.